In these problems, we are talking about divisibility. So it's asking which numbers are divisible by 2 or by 10 or by 5. A number is divisible by another number if you can divide it evenly, if you can divide it and get just a whole number answer with no remainder or decimal portion or anything like that. So for example, 8 is divisible by 2 because 8 divided by 2 is just 4. There's nothing left over. But 7, not divisible by 2. You would get 3.5. or 3 and a remainder of 1. So there are some simple rules for divisibility by 2 and 10 and 5. And maybe you know these already. A number is divisible by 2 if it's even. So anything that ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 is divisible by 2. The divisibility rule for 10 is really easy. If a number is divisible by 10, it ends in 0. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 10,000, all of those are divisible by 10. And the numbers that are divisible by 5 are ones that end in either 5 or 0. So numbers that are divisible by 10 are also divisible by 5, and actually they're also divisible by 2, and that makes sense because 2 times 5 is 10, so it'd be divisible by both of those factors. But the 5s, you're looking for numbers that end in either 5 or 0. Okay, so in these problems, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is just check them off. Is 156 divisible by 2? Well, it ends in a 6. That's an even number, so yes. Is 460? Well, yes, ends in a 0. That's an even number as well. 975, it's not, so that's an odd number, so it's not divisible by 2. All right, next, which are divisible by 10? I'm only looking for ones that end in 0, so not 156, but 460, yeah, that ends in a 0. And 975, no. And now those divisible by 5, I'm looking for zeros or 5s in that last digit. 156, no, but 460, yes, ends in 0. And 975, yes, ends in a 5. Let's do one more set just for practice. So 810, is that divisible by 10? Well, yeah, it ends in a 0. But 813 and 74, no. Which numbers are divisible by 5? We're looking for anything that ends in a 0 or a 5. So 810 ends in a 0, but 813, 784, those are not zeros or 5s, so those are not divisible by 5. And which numbers are divisible by 2? We're just looking for the even ones. 810, that's an even number, ends in a 0, not 813. 784, that ends in a 4, that is even. And there we go. So that's a little bit of work with divisibility by 2, 5, and 10.